So, tech and its effects in healthcare, presented by the NextGenMed Team and CAIVO.
What is
What
CAIVO?
is CAIVO? Oh yeah, you can go on.
So CAIVO is we're actually already a 501c3 student-led nonprofit that teaches AI through topic-based STEM and finance divisions. Using our input to output model, members learn different AI in topics through workshops and discussions, which will typically last 2 to 5 weeks, before creating research papers, presentations, community projects, and other real-world work, which will last about 1 to 3 weeks. Our mission is to promote the ethical use of AI while giving students the opportunity to see how AI will affect their future career fields. We also will be offering coding workshops, and we'll also be offering video lessons hosted by Ms. Condor. If Ms. Condor wants to say like a few words about that, um, yeah. And then we also originated in Charlotte, but our reach is national. And here's a QR code you can scan to become a student researcher with us. And then here are some of our links to like the Instagram and LinkedIn and YouTube.
Yeah, so in STEM sessions, we just basically teach how AI fundamentally works, all these transformers and diffusion stuff. The basics.
What is NextGenMed? NextGenMed is a student-led nonprofit organization dedicated to inspiring, connecting, and empowering the next generation of healthcare leaders, created with the belief that medicine is as exciting as it is impactful. Our mission is to help students explore their passions and pursue their dreams in the medical field. To the right, we have our Instagram profile, so feel free to scan that. Next slide, please. So, how has technology changed medicine? We believe that technology has transformed healthcare by improving the quality, efficiency, and accessibility of medical services. It enables faster and more accurate diagnosis through advanced imaging, AI-driven analysis, and electronic health records that streamline data sharing across care teams. Next slide, please. So here's a timeline for next slide, please. The development of the vaccine. There are a few major types of technology being used in healthcare. AI is helping with diagnosis and data analysis. Telemedicine lets people talk to a doctor through video calls. Wearables like smartwatches track heart rate, sleep, and activity. Robots are used in surgery. Wait a minute, guys. I don't think this really talks about. Did it get changed, or am I? Sorry. Let's talk about the stethoscope. The stethoscope was invented in 1816 and revolutionized the way doctors diagnose patients by allowing them to listen to the heart and lungs more accurately. Over time, it evolved from a simple paper tube into a modern acoustic and digital stethoscopes we use today. Despite advances in the medical technology, the stethoscope remains one of the most recognizable and essential tools in healthcare. Slide, please. The origin of anesthesia. Anesthesia is a controlled, temporary loss of sensation or awareness induced for medical or dental procedures. You may ask, why was anesthesia so important? As medical procedures became more complicated, doctors realized that in order to do specific procedures, they needed to find out a way to do them without causing the patient excruciating pain, so they experimented with many substances. Some proved to be successful, but later ended up being toxic, while others just didn't work. Although medicine similar to anesthesia has been around for centuries, it only gained recognition in 1846 when Doctor William Morton successfully used diethyl in a tumor removal surgery. Next slide, please. X-rays and their lasting impact on the world. As you may know, have become one of the most important parts of medicine. They help doctors diagnose many underlying diseases and physical issues. For example, if you have a broken bone, X-rays help uncover the bone that is broken in order to fix it. X-rays also provide a vital role in finding breast cancer, heart failure, pneumonia, and so much more. X-rays were actually discovered by a complete accident. Wilhelm Röntgen, a physics professor, found that cathode rays could pass through glass, and eventually he made the conclusion that you could use the same method to look at tissue and bones under the skin. This new medical advancement was helpful in making medical diagnosis by taking a quick picture in order to pinpoint the specific injury. It quickly became one of the first things doctors would do due to its simplicity. Next slide, please. Penicillin. The first widely used antibiotic was discovered in 1928 and transformed the treatment of bacterial infections. Its development and widespread use during the 1940s marked the beginning of the antibiotic era, saving millions of lives and revolutionizing modern medicine. Today, antibiotics remain essential to healthcare, while ongoing research focuses on improving treatments and combating antibiotic resistance. Next slide. CT scanner, also known as CAT scanner. The CT scan has become one of the most important advancements in modern technology, in medicine, transforming the way doctors diagnose and understand diseases within the human body. A CT scan, also known as computed tomography, combines multiple X-ray images taken from different angles to create detailed cross-sectional images of organs, tissues, and structures inside the body. This technology allows healthcare professionals to detect conditions such as tumors, internal injuries, strokes, and other medical concerns with greater accuracy than traditional X-rays alone. The first CT scan was developed in the 1970s by engineers Godfrey Hounsfield and Alan Cormack, who helped revolutionize medical imaging by allowing doctors to view the body in a much more detailed and vivid layers. Today, CT scans continue to play an essential role in emergency medicine, cancer detection, and surgical planning, making the CT scanner one of the most valuable tools in modern medicine. Slide, please. The MRI, also known as magnetic resonance imaging, originated from the discovery of nuclear magnetic resonance in the 1940s. In the 1970s, researchers recognized that NRM could be used to create detailed images of the human body, marking the transition from NMR to MRI. Since its introduction into clinical medicine, MRI technology has advanced significantly, producing faster scans, higher resolution images, and improved diagnostic capabilities. As research continues, the MRI is expected to become even more precise, efficient, and accessible in the future. Next slide, please. So here's a discussion question. An AI predicts that you have 90% chance of surviving surgery. Your doctor says 60%. Who do you trust more? In my opinion, I believe I would trust the AI prediction, especially if they have multiple information, like all of like my past medical history and everything that a doctor has access to, because I believe that they might be more accurate in these types of circumstances. What about you, Evan and Isco?
Am I off mute? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so I think that the AI might have, I would trust more, especially if it's able to pull data from many different sources and it's able to back that up in a sense. Because I know like the recent GPT is able to actually provide like links and stuff, but also humans can also be good if they're trained and like if they've like been in like a medical program or something like that. But I think I would say I would lean more towards AI.
What about you, Isco?
Honestly, it depends on the qualification of a doctor. So if a doctor is qualified enough, for example, they have like a 15 years of experience, I would trust doctor more than AI.
Good perspective. Laparoscopic surgery. 1980s. What if a surgery that used to require weeks of preparation could now be done with a few tiny incisions? In the 1980s, laparoscopic surgery transformed medicine by using a small camera, a laparoscope, to perform operations. The camera was inserted through a small incision in the body, allowing surgeons to view the inside of the body on a monitor. Because of this process, patients experienced less pain and had faster recoveries. By making surgery safer and more efficient, laparoscopic surgery changed the future of healthcare as a whole. Next slide, please. Robotic surgery. In the 2000s, the use of robotic surgery completely changed the way doctors approached complex procedures. By using the system of robotic arms, tiny instruments, and high-definition camera, surgeons could perform operations with greater precision and control. The spread of this practice benefited patients from smaller incisions, less pain, short recovery times, and fewer complications. CRISPR, or also known as clustered regularly interspaced short palindromic repeats, is a gene editing technology which is a natural process that functions as a bacterial immune system. CRISPR reshaped the DNA in specific locations to modify genetics using a protein called Cas9, which acts as a molecular synthesis. CRISPR is especially helpful at treating genetic disorders such as sickle cell anemia and cancers. The reason for this is because CRISPR corrects genetic errors and regulates them. CRISPR will not only continue to develop in gene editing, but also medicine. mRNA vaccines that have become highly um, um, studied since COVID. So they help protect millions of people from severe illnesses by teaching the body's immune system how to recognize and fight the virus. To come with instructions. Unlike many traditional vaccines, mRNA vaccines do not contain a weakened or inactive virus. Instead, they provide instructions for the body's cells to produce a harmless piece of the virus, known as the spike protein, allowing the immune system to build protection against future infection. Although mRNA vaccines were first widely used in 2020, scientists have been researching this technology for decades before this pandemic. Their success not only reduced hospitalizations and saved millions of lives around the world, but also opened the door for developing future vaccines and treatments for diseases such as influenza, HIV, and certain types of cancer, including melanoma and lung cancer.
If an AI is statistically 20% more accurate than a human specialist, would you trust it to make a life-altering diagnosis without a doctor's confirmation? This is a question we ask all of you. Honestly, I'm choosing accuracy, so AI, only if the statistics is credible enough. What do you think, guys?
I believe I would choose accuracy first as well, since it's stating that it is 20% more accurate. Although in an actual clinical setting, I would also want an actual doctor to tell me since they have to go through years of training.
I would say the same thing. Accuracy would probably be first because when you think about it, you want to find the best solution and you have to analyze the problem before you get to the solution. And you need accuracy with that, especially in the medical field. If you're going to diagnose something, you need to have information to back that up, which is why I think accuracy should be first. Next slide. So, present time AI in medicine. So, today, artificial intelligence is becoming one of the most influential developments in medicine to this day. It's transforming the way that healthcare professionals diagnose, treat, and manage diseases by allowing doctors and researchers to analyze large amounts of medical data and recognize patterns and improve different types of medical imaging, like X-rays. Similar to how the X-rays transform medicine by allowing doctors to view inside the human body, AI is allowing healthcare professionals to uncover patterns and information that may not be identifiable by a human itself. And as AI continues to grow and learn from us humans, and AI can also learn from different medical procedures. Basically, everything medical. If you feed that all to AI, it will learn. It will learn from it over and over, and it will continue to grow and learn more about it. It could potentially increase and improve patient outcomes and increase access to care and more medical information, and it can shape the future of medicine forever. So here are some types of medical AI right here. So first one is classification. So this is a type of medical AI that basically determines what something is. So it will determine if something is cancerous, non-cancerous, if it's infectious versus non-infectious. So basically it's like it determines what is what. Segmentation is the next type of medical AI, which outlines specific structures in an image. So if you fed it, or if you gave it an image of like a heart, it can identify ventricle, aorta, different chambers of the heart, and it can also highlight the boundaries of a tumor. Next is prediction, which estimates future outcomes. So you could potentially ask it, or you could give it information prior prospective dates. By means, if you wanted to potentially feed it data from 2015 and then ask how will this translate to now, it might be able to predict based on previous estimates, or it could predict, or it could also predict someone's hereditary genetics, and it could do like in AP bio terms, right? It could basically figure out the pedigree of someone and figure out if you're more likely to develop a disease or like a cancer. Also, generative AI, which is also seen a lot today. It can create new content. So think about your GPT or Gemini, and basically this can help you like write clinical notes, or summarize patient data, or like generate an image of the bone or something. So that's what that is. Next is part two of AI in medicine. So this slide will talk about ethical questions and an activity. So ethical questions that AI must answer is: can AI be trusted with life or death situations? The next one is who's responsible when AI makes a mistake? How can patient privacy be protected? Can AI remain unbiased in a sense? Could AI explain its decisions? Will AI replace healthcare professionals? How should AI be regulated? And can hospitals actually afford AI? These are all ethical questions that we should consider when implementing AI into hospitals and medical facilities. Next is an activity you guys can do at home if you're watching this recording or slash video. Basically, step one, you're going to choose an age. So you can pick one of the following below. So we have 5, 12, 18, 30, 45, 65, and 80. Step 2, you can choose your gender, male or female. And step 3 is you choose 4 symptoms. And then you're going to go to ask DXGPT. And DXGPT is basically what I said earlier about generative AI. It basically, you feed it any information and it'll diagnose something, and it will tell you potential diagnoses. So you're going to go to DXGPT. You're going to enter in the age, gender, and the 4 symptoms that you chose. So out of these, you're going to put them into here. And then you're going to ask, follow it up with the question, what could this patient have? And it'll basically output about 3 to 4 potential diagnoses that the patient could have. And this is actually very useful. I know some doctors who have used this before, or like I've researched about some doctors who have used this before, and it can be somewhat reliable.
Alright, so personalized medicine, nanotechnology, and 3D healthcare and medicine are constantly changing, and new technologies being created to help improve medicine. One of the biggest advancements is personalized medicine. So this uses person's genes, environment, and lifestyle to help doctors choosing a treatment that best helps them. Scientists are also currently researching nanotechnology, which uses small particles to develop medicine or to deliver, medicine directly to the diseased cells. This helps improve early detection of diseases like cancer. Another development is 3D bioprinting. This is being used to create human tissue for research and could potentially one day help produce replacement organs. Even though these technologies are in process of being fully developed, they have potential to make healthcare more effective and personalized than ever before. Next one.
So what's next for CAIVO and NextGenMed? So next week we'll have the output week, or potentially a week after that. Depends on how our schedule will look. You'll get to choose from 3 different choices: research paper, presentation, or poster. We'll basically host a session next week, which will basically we'll have our STEM researcher. He'll basically be presenting the assignment details, and like basically go over all the details that you need to know in terms of submitting this and what we're basically asking for. So think of it as like us. Think of it as like as like the as like a teacher giving you the assignment details or like the rubric in a sense, right? So we're basically going to tell you about the information about that. This is also a good opportunity for people to actually get research or like get exposed to that, and to potentially produce something meaningful outside of this, outside of just these lectures. And we expect for many people to join this because most people who join these clubs really want to do something with it and like want to have like something both quantifiable and tangible in a sense that they can actually take out of this to use for Common App or college apps or resume or whatever. So this is a good opportunity to do.
That's all.
Is that all? You don't have any?
Yeah, thanks for your time, guys.
All right.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you for your attention.